Yeah, let's have a look at those teams then. Let's start off with the Leigh Centurions, and they've got Aikens at fullback, Inu, Chamberlain, McDonald and Ferguson on the wing. Star player him, of course, Australian international. In the halves, it's Lam and Mellor. Up front, Amoni, Smith and Sidlow, Stone, Wardle and Asiata. A bench of O'Donnell, Reynolds, Ipape and Akumbawe. So really strong line-up coming there from the Leigh Centurions. If we flip over now and have a look at the York, it's almost about York who they haven't got. Obviously no Kermond or Hagan, Jamie Ellis or Paulie. Paulie got him through a hole, plays the ball now to Mellor. Mellor gets the pass away to the edge to the right hand side. There's a chance for Ferguson on that far side. Can he get over the line? You bet he can. Wow. Too big, too strong, too easy. First try, 2 minutes on the clock. Leigh in front. It's the Australian international Blake Ferguson who touches down, and this could be a very long afternoon for the York City Knights.
Yeah, absolutely there, Craig. Fantastic opening try here for the Leigh Centurions, and that man Blake Ferguson. But it came off a nice short side attacking play, and Joe Mellor was the architect. He's the man that created it, going direct and straight at the line. We'll see it here now on the replay. Mellor into the line, and then obviously goes out the back to the fullback. And I think it's Ogden that come and try to kill the play down. His wingman didn't react quick enough with him. Just see it again, Mellor into the line there. Aiken out the back, and it's great skill from Aikens to catch pass. You know, he was under a lot of pressure. Jacob Ogden, he come early to try and shut him down, but he releases the ball, catch pass, bang, look at that, beautiful hands. And Chamberlain then feeds it on to Ferguson. He still had a bit of work to do.
Ferguson plays the ball. McDonald picks up from dummy half, and again the offload late and gets the pass to Smith. Smith then makes some more yards, and he gets an offload away to Mellor, and Mellor on the front foot goes into York territory. Beats one, beats two, still going Mellor. Now he's looking for support, finds it for Stone. Stone hits the accelerator, super try. Leigh Centurions created by offloads. Mellor into space, and then he got the offload away to Stone, who showed bags and bags of pace, and he scores under the post and increases the lead. It's Leigh Centurions 10, York City Knights 0.
Yeah, that's just an example of playing with some tempo there, and as you rightly said there, Craig, some second phase offload play it's meant that the York City Knights defensive line was caught in disarray. We'll see it here now on the replay. It's McDonald out of dummy half. He gets on the inside shoulder, gets his arm free. Smith half gets tackled, regathers to his feet. Nice offload there to Mellor, and it's Joe Mellor off the right foot again, ducks under the tackler Clarkson. And then great support back on the inside from Sam Stone. And as you rightly said, put down the afterburners, accelerates away from the cover defence that was scrambling back to try and stop him. And that's a fantastic try for Sam Stone as he further extends the lead for the Leigh Centurions.
To keep the Centurions out, comes to Lam. Lam out the back to Cam, to McDonald. McDonald then in two-man tackle, somehow gets out of it. Too big, too strong, and he marches over the line. And he gets the third try for the Centurions in the afternoons. York will be disappointed with the defence, but again, it's that just too big, too strong, and he gets the ball down. It's Leigh Centurions 16, York 0.
Yeah, they did everything right there, York, defensively. I felt they had the numbers, they read the play, they got up. I think it's Glover and Brown, they worked together, and it was great, but they've just got to make the tackle. They put themselves in a position to affect the tackle, and looks like they were just catching spiders there, clutching it. I just don't know. I'm surprised they just didn't affect that tackle. But yeah, you can take nothing away from Nene McDonald. You know, he can only play what's in front of him. He actually took that pass under pressure because, as you can see, Glover and Brown were on him quick. They read the play really well.
Into dummy half comes Inu. He'll find Lam. Lam will go and use some footwork, then spins a wide pass to Stone. Stone's got men on his outside, but he steps back against the grid. Beats one. What an offload. What an offload from Stone. And in supporting up the middle of the field is the fullback Aikens. He touches down for the fourth try. Bit of magic from Stone with the offload. But it's Aikens who gets the try. The fourth of the afternoon for Centurions. It's Leigh 22, York City Knights 0.
Wow, some absolutely silky skills on display there from Sam Stone. Brilliant individual effort from him. We see it here. Lachlan Lamb goes to the line. He fends off one play. Long ball to Stone. He just comes off the right foot again, and then just gets us around the corner. Late offload there to supporting Caleb Aikens. So fantastic try for him, but it's Sam Stone who's the architect of this try. Off the right foot again. And he gets the left arm fend out there and just gets the right arm offload around the corner to Aikens, the fullback, and Leigh Centurions further extend their lead. And again, it's...
We get a great view of it here, Endo,
Yeah.
doesn't he? Just that big fence, ball back on the inside.
Beautiful.
The full-back following up the middle of the post.
Yes, it's great and we've seen some really inventive and creative play, but sometimes I do feel they need to. As we see this
There's
short
a break
side
down
play.
the short side, excellent play. In back on the inside to Chamberlain.
Oh,
Chamberlain
wow.
down the touchline. Chamberlain's going to get over for the 5th try of the afternoon for the Leigh Centurions, and it was just weight of numbers. Brilliant ball from Mellor. They created the opportunity. Chamberlain's the man who finishes it off. It's 28 points to 0, Hendo.
Yeah, the Centurions again just striking from inside their own half. Again, excellent execution of skill, timing, and great finishing all around there from the Centurions. We'll see it here on the Premier Sports replay. Down this short side, a Pape out of dummy half, gets to the A defender and tracks him. Nice little short ball to Mellor. Mellor with the face pass to Chamberlain, who gets it on the outside, and then it's back on the inside to Chamberlain as well to finish off the try. But lovely skill, lovely hands. You see it here, Mellor, Lamb. Nice face ball there to Stone, is it? Back on the inside to Chamberlain. And I like the two halfbacks there. You know, sometimes some teams will traditionally lock halfbacks in on either side, but obviously halfbacks here in this team have an opportunity to roam freely, and it's nice to see that Mellor and Lamb linking up on that short side together and creating that opportunity on the outside for Stone to break away and back on the inside there to Chamberlain. So fantastic team try that from the Leigh Centurions.
Nakumbawi with him, but he just couldn't get the offload away. Mellor to the right-hand side to Stone. Here comes Ferguson back against the grain. Beats one, beats two, then gets the offload away back to Ipape. Ipape for the line. Ipape will just stroll over the line, throws the ball up in celebration. It's the number 6 for the afternoon for the Leigh Centurions. And again, broken record, too big, too strong, too good from the Leigh Centurions. They lead by 34 points to 0.
Absolutely, Craig Murdoch. There was nothing really doing here on that right edge. You know, they dropped Blake Ferguson back under, and we'll see it here. It's Mellor, but there's no extra numbers out there. Sam Stone gets across, drops Ferguson back against the grain to try and exploit that inside defence. And you know, they had numbers there, York. They just couldn't stop Ferguson. He just bumps and shrugs them off, and then he finds a Pape back on the inside, who does exploit some lazy defenders, finds the space to go into, and rounds off a great try as he rounds the fullback Miles Harrison. Play a little bit off the cuff, and when sometimes just to really be a little bit more methodical in their process. And oh my goodness!
And Beppe picks up off the kick-off. Now it's a foot race for the big man.
What is happening?
Down the touchline he's going to go. He's going to go 60 metres, and he's going to score in the corner. I'm pretty sure we'll go to the big screen to see if he's got this one down. But yeah, that's what you get. You gamble a short kick-off, and he just explodes onto the ball, sprints 60 metres to get the ball down. Referee's gone to the big screen for the try, Hendo, so I'm sure we will listen to see what the referee's going to say here.
Video referee to match director. We have an on-field decision of try. It is no tackle. Please can I check all available angles on the grounding? So straight to the grounding, please. Okay, can I get a corner view, please, to see where the touch and touching goal line is in relation to the grounding? Okay, mate. These are the best two I'm going to get. His foot is in the field of play. Are those the best two? Yeah, if these are the best two, then just wait for the ball to be grounded. I'm happy I've viewed all available angles. I've made my decision.
That's a try, Hendo, isn't it? There he goes, referee's giving a try, and absolutely agree with you again. That's the downside of playing that off the cuff, turning the ball over there, kicking it to him and saying, run at us. He did. Stop Leigh's momentum. Here he goes, Asiata. Links with Stone. Aikens, good footwork to Chamberlain. Chamberlain's got 2-on-1. He's got his winger in support. Easy try, first try of the second half. The same way as the first try of the first half, and Blake Ferguson touches down, throws the ball into the crowd. And again, it's just that physicality of the full league team dragging numbers in, finding spaces on the edges, and Ferguson's got the easiest job of flopping down for his second try of the afternoon. It's Leigh 44, York 0.
Well, it's a dream start to the second half of the Leigh Centurions, and that man Blake Ferguson, who scored in his last 4 games leading into this game, and now he extends that to 5 games on the run now with tries being scored in it. And once again, it was some lovely piece of skill from the Centurions players. You see here Asiata showing the ball, great evasion from Sam Stone. Again, it's Ogden trying to kill the play, and Stone comes off the right foot, evades him, and then has the presence of mind then to release the ball on the outside to Aiken, who was sweeping around the back originally. He stays alive and stays in the play, and he collects the ball, promotes it then to Chamberlain, and then Chamberlain races away as he's on the outside of Matty Marsh, and it's a simple 2v1 with the fullback, draw and pass. Good execution of skill and way to pass as well for Blake Ferguson to round up and score another try in this contest. And
brings O'Donnell down, right round his bootlaces. Lachlan Lamb on the front foot, shot pass to Wardle. Wardle's through the line. Has he got support? Wardle throws the dummy. He's lucky, he had support on his outside, support on his inside, back to the outside, and Blake Ferguson, who had a brace a couple of minutes ago, now it's Campbell who adds his second try of the afternoon, and Leigh hit the 50-point mark. It's Leigh 50, York 0.
yeah, Nene McDonald there gets his second of the afternoon, but it was the line of run from Joe Wardle that creates this try, and obviously the decision and way to pass from Lachlan Lamb. We see Lamb going into the line there, and Wardle just a nice little late outline there. He just realises that the outside defenders have just got ahead of the line. Just see it here, the subtle late outline there. He sees that Harris has just jumped the line, just gets ahead of the line, and that's what creates a space there on the outside of the man defending inside Liam Harris. You just see it there. It's Antrobus, I think, who's on the inside. But it's Harris that jumps the gun, and then it's great recognition then from Wardle.
Playing the ball to Inu. Little shot pass and excellent hands from the Centurions, in Stone again into space. He's got support on his outside from Ferguson. Ferguson looking for the hat-trick. Nobody's going to catch him. He's going to get the hat-trick, pops the ball down, goes, takes the celebrations from the crowd, bats it in the air. And it's a super try from the Leigh Centurions. That's the 10th of the afternoon for them, the 3rd for Blake Ferguson, and it's 56 points to 0.
Yeah, great try, the hat-trick there for Ferguson. He's really enjoying it, isn't he? He's loving that, the fact he gets his 3rd try for his team this afternoon. But it was the interplay between the front rowers here, the forwards. I thought O'Donnell to Asiata, then Asiata finds the pass to Miller, and then they strip him for numbers on that right edge. And York just caught disarray there once again, but it's the interplay between the forwards here. The nice little tip-on play from O'Donnell to Asiata, gets a one-on-one. He then gets a nice offload to Miller, and Miller just promotes the ball out further to the right, and they just had the numbers loaded up there, did the Centurions.
18.5 minutes left on the clock thereabouts as Reynolds jumps into dummy half to Lachlan Lamb. Short pass, there you go, over the line. Too easy for O'Donnell. Too easy, just at the line from Lachlan Lamb. Into the hole comes O'Donnell, one-on-one, just brushes away the centre, James Glover, and he scores the 11th try of the afternoon for the Centurions. 62 points to 0 there, Leigh.
Yeah, well, they say it's a common sort of cliche in rugby league terms, you know, penalty, try, that's generally the outcome, you know, and York City Knights are given back-to-back penalties away there, and that's been the outcome. Penalty, followed up with a try here to the Centurions. And again, it's Lachlan Lamb who's the provider, goes to the line, double pumps it, looks like he's going to play out the back, and then decides to play short to O'Donnell, who hits and spins.
Inman again's at dummy half, wide pass to Harris. Harris goes further wide to Marsh. Marsh for the line, can he reach out and get the ball down? Yes, he can. York get the try, and their fans over on that far side are delighted with that. Harris and Marsh linking well together, and Marsh gets York City Knights up and running. It's Leigh Centurion 62, York 4.
Yeah, well done there to the York City Knights. You know, a fantastic piece of attacking play, and it all starts from the dummy half inman. It's a fantastic pass off the floor, quick, direct, great width on it as well. So Harris straight away now is outside the four-man, and then puts pressure on Joe Miller. He gets a bit interested on Harris then, because he's thinking, if I don't come in and consider him, then he may go through, and it then puts a bit of pressure on the outside defenders as well. So for me, it's that wide pass from Inman to Harris that creates the opportunity initially. Chamberlain probably doesn't help matters because he slightly gets ahead of that defensive line, gets ahead of Joe Miller on his inside, and it's, you know, Harris that picks the pass. He throws that tunnel ball across the face of Harrison out to Marsh, who's then on the outside of Chamberlain.
Centurions to get the money. And that's from the Buckley boys as well. Brilliant
lovely
play from the Centurions. Kicking behind, and Aikens pretty quick, isn't he? And he was Johnny on the spot to get the 12th try of the afternoon, and that little brief respite of scoring where the Centurions were having to stand behind the post. They've soon reversed those fortunes again, and they score the next try. 66 points to 4.
Yep, great
Aikens with the try.
Great combination there between the halfback and the fullback, Lachlan Lamb and Caleb Aikens. You know, it was a call from Aikens, he'd seen it, he called it with Lamb, and
Lay the line. Inman out a dummy half flat pass.
Oh,
Great line in
nice
behind.
try.
Super line by Stock, and they do get their second try of the game. 70 points to 8. Super play, super line from Stock into the hole behind the play the ball. No stopping the big man from there, Hendo.
yeah, no, great try for Marcus Stock. He'd be really, really pleased with that one. He's off to the London Broncos next season as he's taken up a job down in the capital, and I'm sure he'll add some good value to that club and that team next season, but he'll be pleased to finish his season on a high with the York City Knights. Was scored a try here in the semi-final, but you know, certainly a controversial decision, the penalty being awarded originally, which shouldn't have been a penalty. But the Centurions will be a little bit disappointed there that, you know, they haven't contained that. It's a simple play, and you can see it's Inman jumps out of dummy half, and it's Aaron Smith that actually gets engaged by Inman. Probably needed to put a little bit of trust in his marker, Zamone, who was coming across to put the pressure on the Knights.
One final try. The ball's kicked through the field. It's going to pop out the back. That's going to be the end of the game. 70 points to 10. And Leigh, job done, Hendo.
Absolutely, well done. Congratulations to the Leigh Centurions. Now, obviously, they would have set themselves a goal at the start of the season to reach the Championship Grand Final. They've ticked that first box, and then they've got the next one next week to go on and win it and get themselves back into the Super League. So well done to the Leigh Centurions. They've had a fantastic season, been the best team by far in the championship competition. They've won the semi-final today in convincing fashion. Some fantastic rugby league football display from them, and a really good team performance. Professional, controlled, and very disciplined as well across the board.